All right. All right. So we will try to continue from the session that we have left previously. All right. So we're gonna refer to this diagram as well for now, and these are the tools which these are the PDF which we have discussed. So I have to make it clear once again, like if my voice is clear enough, uh, so that I can start our session. I really appreciate like if anyone like would say it. Okay. So all right. So let's start our session then. At first, let me just give you an overview where we left yesterday. Okay. 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 So, as we know, like we had completed the fundamentals and we had completed this cryptographic principle as well, right? And the symmetric and asymmetric key algorithms. Also, we had gone through this. So I think like it's clear about symmetric encryption, like asymmetric encryption. Like if anyone could explain like what symmetric encryption would be, like it will be really like okay. So I'll so anyone what is symmetric encryption? So anyone could say.
Yeah, that's when you use one key to decrypt and encrypt um,
Mm-hmm.
the communication. There's just one public key that's used for that.
Uh, all right. Okay. So cool. That's correct. We use one key to encrypt plain text to ciphertext, and one only the same key to decrypt as well from ciphertext to plain text, right? So uh, so let's take an example so that like we will get a brief idea what's the key is. So how the key operates. Okay, so we need to learn the practicals of it also. Okay, so we're not gonna go deep dive into like symmetric encryption, how like everything else. So but we will refer example of it. Like let's get a refer of Caesar cipher. Uh, okay, so Caesar cipher. Let's not py uh, gigs for gigs like if there are any topics. Okay, so yes. Okay, so this is Caesar cipher. Okay, so here the shifting of alphabets. Okay, it's done here. Okay, it's like Caesar cipher is one of the simplest and the oldest method of encrypting message. Um, is given us some history about it. So I given an example yesterday also about a shifting of alphabets in a plain text. Okay? Like A, it becomes D. If B, it becomes E. So the alphabets in between, like it shifts so that the plain text convert into something else, like which is non like which can't be read by like if it's not gonna decrypted. Okay, so we will understand what key is. Okay, so how it's implemented. So we'll take an example. I'll give an example of Caesar cipher itself. I had uh, i had saved okay, Caesar cipher one. Let's go to this. Okay, so I'm assuming okay, I'm assuming you are familiar with coding. You all are coding, but if you're not, like I've given you some of the examples as well. Okay, so there is one more. Okay, so there is one more example. Like see the cipher. Okay, where is it? Okay, Okay, so this is a program. So I don't want you guys to like write like a like a machine or like a like an expert of coding. I don't want you to learn this coding too much because like nowadays like it's automated by itself. Okay, so automated by AIs or like there are a lot of tools which can do your task do this coding task, okay? But you need to know like what is written in this like code, okay? You need to understand this code. The main motive of showing you this is like to understand, to make you understand like how the key and how the symmetric key encryption is done, okay? So let's this is the code of a Caesar cipher, okay? So this Caesar cipher, is an asymmetric encryption where a single key is used. Okay, here a single key is used to encrypt a plain text and decrypt a plain text. Okay, so let's give an example. Okay, so okay, so let's give an example of let's give my name. Okay, let's give an example of my name in here. Okay, so let's okay, what's wrong here? Okay, okay, so let's run this. Okay, so let's try to run this. Okay, all right. So so this is the message. So please enter your text message as if it's written in a code. So if I write here Arpan. Okay, so so here please specify the shift length. So here we need to give a key. Okay, so here we need to give a specific key. How which like similar to here. And if you can see like if I give 3, then it will shift 3 times. So the alphabet here, the numerical here is like a key. Okay, it acts like a key. Okay, the same key is used to encrypt this plain text, and the same key is used to decrypt also. So, for example, like if I give like 3, let's give it 3. Okay, so press enter. So this is an encrypted message. Okay, so Arpan has been encrypted to this one. So, okay, so here it's an encrypted text which is done by this coding, and my name has been encrypted 3 times as my alphabet. Okay, so A if A it's D because A B C D A B C. So B C is like is eliminated and D is like we have used D as a like cipher text. Okay, so this later. So that's how like you do a serial cipher or like an encryption, like symmetric encryption. So this is how you do. Okay, so this was left yesterday to explain you like a code. So how you use a Python like to develop a tool. So this is how you develop a tool. Okay, so if it's like a Web3, okay, so if you are using a Web3, like you need to know some of the basics of Web2 as well because security like here security is like a primary thing which is like the same is used in Web 3 and as well as Web 2, but the technicalities are different. So the algorithm that we using in in blockchain, we are using asymmetric key encryption. The encryption which we are using on bitcoins or like cryptocurrencies is asymmetric encryption because it's more safe. Okay, it's more safe and we can get numerous codes of asymmetric key algorithm as well. Like if we say like RSA and uh, encryption Python. Okay, so let's see RSA and encryption Python. So there are okay, so there are more. We can see this. We can see this. Like RSA encryption in Python can be implemented using various libraries, such as these are the libraries that are used. So here, see. So for this, like you don't need to learn coding, right? So you just need to use this AIs to like generate this coding, but you need to understand what this function is using. So it's importing libraries, okay? So it's importing libraries. So it's importing random. It's importing this. Okay, so there it's using a function. So this is a function name. Okay, this is a default function that is using like RSA encryption decrypt. So this is a function that is using the key. It's like 2048. So and private key and a public key. So asymmetric key algorithm is like a tool. It uses two key, right? As I said before. Okay, so it uses like private key, public key. So yeah. So it's like a message. Uh, it's just given a message, and so you need to learn to read this coding. Okay, so this is important for you to like check. Like okay, so let me give you an example of. Okay, so let me give an example of. Okay, so what was it? Okay, all right. So okay, so let me give you an example of whichever that we had done before. I think Caesar cipher, business cipher, like okay. So here, if it's saying like def implementation of Caesar cipher, message key and default false. Okay. So this is initializing as empty string in a to store the result. Okay. So here it's initializing a message. This is like a parameter. This is key. This is a parameter. This is default. Okay. So this is another parameter, which is like which is uh, which is more understandable when you know how this parameters are being used to store those results. Okay, so can I get a like poll like who like whichever people like if you know coding can just okay please is it only done in Python? No, it's not. Okay, it's not. Because Python is just a programming language. Okay, Python is just a programming language which is easy. Okay, it's not a tough programming language. But like if you do the Caesar cipher, the same thing in C++ plus plus or like Java, it will be more like it's maybe not it's like another complex. Like it's just the lines of codes will increase. Okay, because Python is easy to understand. Like it's more like human friendly. Therefore, like it's people prefer Python because it's faster also, right? Oh, not like C++ plus plus is more fast, but yeah, Python is easy to understand. Okay, so people use Python uh, for doing it. So, can you please like say like whoever knows coding, so that I need to explain. I won't need to explain this. Like if you want, like I can explain this. So if so, do you guys know coding? Can you just message me and say like yes or no? And that's all you can do. Okay. You can just write yes or no. Like you can just help me out.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, all right. Are they yes? All right. Okay. There's a yes and a no. All right, I understand. Okay, so majority of the people might be understanding or might be not. So let me give you an example like how it's done. Okay, so here it's like it's doing an say so the main thing is not in there. Like it's just initializing empty space. Okay, for example, like if you understand this, so this result is this variable is like just giving a space just giving an empty string just to store this result. Okay, so the main program is this. So if else, okay, so if it's lower, so it's using an ASCII value. So you know what's ASCII value. So let me explain what's ASCII value. Okay, ASCII table. Okay. Oh, sorry. ASCII table. Okay. Okay. So here, it takes the help of ASCII table and okay, okay, it's using an ASCII table like this. Okay, so I don't know why it's not visible enough. Like if I visit it down. Okay, so this is the ASCII table which is using the numbers. Okay, so numbers and the capital letters and small letters as well. So it's using 61, 62, 63. So it's implementing say so it's like so it's bringing this table for references. Okay, so it's taking this table for reference and like like uh it's using to increment each letter by 3 with the help of this. They are not considering alphabets. Okay, so it can't interpret alphabets. Okay, it can't say just so it takes help from ASCII table. Okay, it takes help from ASCII table. Like if it is shifted to D by implementing 3 of it. Okay, so it just uses it. So and similarly for the bigger bigger alphabets, the uppercase alphabets as well. So there are numbers for these codes also. Okay, so there are numbers for like backspace also. So there are everything given in here. So with the help of this, they are using it can use and encrypt this. Okay, so this is not a tough thing to break. Okay, so at early days, like this was like a it couldn't be break. Okay, at the early days, but nowadays this is not a big deal. Okay, this is not even a single thing can so people are using uh, asymmetric key algorithm. So asymmetric encryption for like doing transaction or they are using this for blockchain. Okay, okay, all right. So let's study like whichever we have done till now, and I think it's good to go. Okay, let me give 1 sec. All right. So we have completed till hash, I think, right? So you know about symmetric encryption, you know about asymmetric key encryption. I think with example you know it by RSA, looking at RSA encryption, which is like two key. So this is used at blockchain and like giving it. So all right. So let's go further from here to like what is cryptography important. Okay, so we will complete this PDF today and we'll complete this DES, the feature structure. um I will say how why it's important, and this is and I will be introducing you to a new thing today. By this end of this session, I will give you some of this how we can start like how you can start doing your research on security, on blockchain security, how you can use it. So I'll give you like that at the end of this session. So let's complete it so that we can move forward. Okay, all right. So yeah, so why is cryptography important? So why cryptography is important? Okay, so it protects passwords, banking details, and personal data. Okay, so here, so you know about protecting passwords just by symmetric encryption, asymmetric key encryption, or hash, right? So, so it's cryptography is this only by which is like change a specific uh, set of like alphabets into an encrypted form. Okay, so this like cryptography means like keeping those things hidden or in a complex way. Okay, so this is what cryptography is. So it ensures privacy in messaging app like WhatsApp. Okay, so WhatsApp like is like end-to-end encrypted. It says like WhatsApp is end-to-end encrypted, which means like uh even WhatsApp can read your message. Okay, even WhatsApp can't be isn't able to read your message because it's like end-to-end encrypted. So it's like your message has transformed into something else and then send it to the other party, and then the party the algorithm like they decrypt it on the party's end. Okay, so it's like end to end encrypted. uh, but it also there's also a vulnerability in there, so they can scan a large number of subsets. So in WhatsApp, what happens when a forensics happens, like a government wants to like see what's is like political agenda. Okay, so if government wants to see all of the message, they can't see any individual's message. Okay, so they are not allowed, or and they can't also. But they what they does they does like l- uh this scans the whole propaganda. Like they will search for specific keywords. Okay, they will search for specific keywords and they will encrypt that and find similar hash. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? So, like they will specify a specific word, they will encrypt it, and they will search for that encrypted text. Okay, and that it scans the mass of your WhatsApp. Okay, so it scans every single person's WhatsApp. So it's like a mass uh, scanning. Okay, so when it's done, so it scans a specific word and then it reads the message so that they got to know the political agenda, like what people is saying, what about me, or what about the party and everything else. So that's how like WhatsApp is used. So WhatsApp is safe, like it's like end-to-end encrypted and used it uses an asymmetric key encryption. So it's you can trust WhatsApp, like it's safe. Okay, so like it prevents unauthorized change in blockchain transactions also. All right. So okay. So in blockchain transactions, as I said, asymmetric key encryption has been done. So like it prevents unauthorized access. Only the buyer and the seller could see it. So until unless it's like it's not faked, or like it's not like scammed by attackers, like it's not done it because on a smart contract thing, on a smart contract so it verifies authenticity of digital signatures. Okay, we'll study about digital signatures also today, uh, which which is crucial for now to understand. Okay, so in smart contracts and NFTs, they are basically codes. Okay, so they are basically like this only. Not like this, but they are basically like a code which can be changed. By the way, which can be changed, and the okay, so there was a attack. Okay, so there was an attack which you guys, I think you guys know about it, and you guys were sharing about this on here about I think there was a case where like the smart contract it was changed basically. What it was the activity was like in the smart contract uh the the receivers address was changed to like the attacker's address. Okay, that's what did they have done on the smart contract code. So when they changed the receivers and so the money which was transacted on a blockchain on a through a smart contract, so it directly gone to the attacker's account. Okay, so that's what happened on that case that you're still sharing in here. So yeah, so NFTs, there was NFTs also which like verifies like which is cryptography is used in it to verify this authenticity, right? Okay, so this NFT smart contracts everywhere cryptography is used. Okay, and there is a signature also which we'll study. There is Okay. Okay. So now, what is hashing? Okay. So what is hashing? So the magic blender of cryptography. Okay. So I have explained you about hashing. So hashing is like a one-way function that converts any input, like a text, number, file, into a like a fixed length string called a hash. Okay, so I think you understand this. Even the smaller change in the input changes a completely different hash, creates a completely different hash. Okay, so okay, hashing, like it's fast, you know that. So hashing is when we uh, take any data and turn into a fixed length code that cannot be reversed. Okay, uh, okay, someone is saying something. Okay, please turn your mic off. Like it's not echoing on my end. All right, let me just please turn your mic off, Marshall. Okay, let's talk about hashing, right? So let's give a real world example. Like imagine a fingerprint scanner at an airport. Okay, so there's what is it? So this okay, so this is like a hashing only. Okay, the system doesn't save actual fingerprints. It saves a hash of the fingerprints. Like whenever you do a we scan a fingerprint on an airport, like it saves a hash of the fingerprint. It doesn't save the fingerprint or all that. So it's saved as a hash of a fingerprint, and when you scan your finger, it compares the hash instead of the actual image, basically. Yeah. So that's how hashing is used in like on a real world. Okay. So this is how passwords are stored. Your real passwords is never saved, only its hash is. Okay. So that's how hash is used, and it's very important. Okay. And there are okay. So there is the properties of hashing. So it's deterministic. So deterministic means the same input will always provide the same hash. Okay. For example, hello in this hello word in 256 256 sha 256 it will give this same hash. However, you put this word hello. Okay. So whenever you put this hello, it will give you this exact hash on 256 method. Okay, so it is like same input will it will produce. So and you can't convert the hash back to the original data, which just means it's irreversible, and it's like resistant. Like no two different inputs should produce the same hash. Okay, so that's there's no collision in there. So collision means like if like hello and like bye, the hash of both hash the won't be same. Okay, won't be same. There be a very different on there. Okay, there is fast computation, which means like it should generate a hash quickly. uh Avalanche effect, like a tiny change. Okay, so you know all of it. Okay, so I have given you an example of like I've given a task of doing a hash. So I hope like everyone has gone through it. Really appreciate it. Okay, so it's like so let's move on to public key and private key. I think you know the private key, public key and private key by now, and therefore like we'll move on a little bit quickly. Like how we use public key and private key. So, public key and private key like are pairs of cryptographic keys that is used in encryption in these are signatures, just like symmetric key and asymmetric key. So these are known as public key and private keys. Okay, so this is the example that I've given. So everyone can drop a message inside, and if you have the key, you can open it. Okay, so this is a bank account. Your account number is public. Okay, so this is a good example. So your account number is public key, and it's used to receive money, but only you can withdraw using your PIN. Okay, which is like a private key. Okay, this is a perfect example of explaining what private key and public key is. Okay, so how do public and private key works? Okay, so how does it work? So working of it like have you spent Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency like before? That question to you all guys. Okay, so okay, so have you guys okay, I don't know what I have to okay about okay. So have you done transaction before a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency transaction before? Sorry, I think I have done something else. Okay, let me join again. Okay, I popped out. So how can I? Okay, all right. Sorry. Okay, so okay, so please answer if like it's possible for you to say, or else let me come. Okay, no. Uh, okay, so there's someone has asked a question. Okay, I think my laptop is okay. What's the difference between encryption and hashing? Okay, between encryption and hashing is like when you encrypt it, like you use as a key, like you use a method where they are using a key, whether it's like symmetric key encryption or like a asymmetric key encryption. They both involves a key, okay, to encrypt. But in hashing, it doesn't needs a key to do you hash. Okay, so it just generates a random string which is which is unique to your plain text. Okay, so I think you got to the me understanding of hashing and encryption, because encrypt means it's like it encrypted your plain text using a key. Okay, but in hashing it gives a string which is generated randomly or given with a proper like it given you using different kind of algorithms like SHA-256, or this is a method, MD5, or like SA-128. So there are different B64.
Arpin, you're breaking up really bad.
Okay, all right. Hmm. Okay, give me one sec. Okay, let me connect it again. Okay, so I hope now the connection is fine. Am I clear?
Much better.
Yes, please, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, what I was saying. So I was saying like difference between encryption and hashing, right? So this is the hashing and encryption basically difference. All right. So I hope you have understood. Like, shall I repeat it once again? So the encryption here, like, it uses a key, basically, on a symmetric key or a asymmetric key. Definitely, it's going to use a key. It's like it's using a Caesar cipher, business cipher. On asymmetric key, it's using like you're giving transaction is done. Basically, hashing is not used in transaction. Okay, hashing is just for storing your information, like storing your biometrics, such as your fingerprints or anything like. So it stores a unique hash with your biometrics or anything like that, or anything your with your plain text. Okay, but encryption is done every single transaction. It can be done with every single encryption that is using. Okay, okay. So this is just a okay. Let me share my screen now. Okay. Uh, okay. hmm Sorry for my PCs. Uh, yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go through the topics that we're discussing. Okay. So today we're gonna discuss about AES DES, um, which includes crystal structure. So we're gonna discuss it. So so now I think you understand about public key and private key. Okay. And examples in blockchain, if you say like when you send a Bitcoin to someone, the public key receives it. Okay. Like but only their private key can access it. Like that's exactly like how it works. Like people send money to your public key, but only your private key lets you spend it. Okay, so that's how asymmetric key is used in blockchain. Basically, that's why you must never share a private key just like you won't give your like house keys to like strangers, right? So that's the simple analogy that it's using. So use a online RSA encoder to create a public key pairs and test the encryption decryption message. Also, this is like a online RSA generator, which is like a asymmetric key, and create a public key and a pair and a test encryption and decrypting message. Okay, so this is done on. So you can experiment this. Okay, so now let's discuss about digital signatures. Okay, what's digital signature is? So digital signature is like let me explain it for now, and then I'll explain it on a on like website or something like that. So let's discuss what it is. Okay, so a digital signature is a cryptographic way to prove your message or transaction was created by a specific person and hasn't been changed. Okay, so the checking the integrity basically of the transaction or a specific uh, paper or a specific document. So it has to be digitally signed. Okay, so like you're a famous person, so you need to like save the city, for example. But people think it's someone else. Like, how do you prove that it's really you? So it's like it's how like digital signature. with a signature, right? So it's like a giving a signature move or a signature dress. It's just like a signature. Okay, so like in digital world, like how would you prove your message or your transaction? Okay, so with a digital signature. That's how digital signature works. So a digital signature is a unique mathematical code like that that proves a message came from you and hasn't been tampered with. Okay, so you can trust digital signature until and unless like it's from an authentic source. Okay, so you can trust it. So real world analogy. So wax seal on a raw letter. So and check a signature on a check. Okay. So let's give you a detailed explanation of the signature so that you can understand more about it, how it's created and how. Okay, this is the signature. Let's let's see about images. Let's go about checking what. All right. I think this is not working on this signature. Let's go with this. Okay, so I think okay. All right, so this is the image, okay? Original data, hashing algorithm, and there's for digital signature and certificate. There must be a higher body or like authority, okay? It's called as central authority or something, which gives this which has uh which you can trust, okay? For example. Digital signature and certificates are two technologies that plays a crucial role in ensuring the security and authenticity of the online activities. Okay, so they are essentially for activities such as online banking, secure email communications, software distribution, electronic documents signing by providing mechanisms for authentication, integrity, and non-repudiation. This technology help protecting against fraud, data breaches, and unauthorized access. Okay, so this is why digital signature and certificates are important. These are two technologies which are used in security. And basically digital signature, but it's a mathematical technique. Okay, so you need to remember that. So it's a mathematical technique that is used to validate the authenticity and the integrity of the message. Okay, so here the key generation algorithm. So here we use a key. Okay, so basically these signature are electronic signatures which assures that a message was sent by a particular sender. So this is why like the key is generated, okay, so that it ensures that a message is sent by a particular sender while performing this transaction authenticity and integrity should be assured. Otherwise, the data can be altered or someone can also act as they were the senders expect a reply. Okay, so this is why it's important. The key generation is important so that it uh, checks the authenticity and integrity. Okay, so and signing algorithms. Okay, so to create laser signature, so there are many. So like email programs create a one-on hash of electronic data, which is signed. So the signing algorithm then creates a hash value using a private key, signature key, and then the encrypted hash along with the information like a hashing algorithm is the digital signature. Okay, so, so hash, the encrypted hash, along with other information like the hashing algorithm, is the digital key. So this is the signature. So this is how digital signature is created, and there's the image. Okay, so this is the image. So there is a hashing algorithm that is used. There is a private key, so it's encrypted. The original data is this. Okay, so this is the original data. So this is the original data, like which is like going through a hashing algorithm first. Okay, so that is going through a hashing algorithm at first. Then it's like encrypted using a private key through a digital signature. Okay, and then it's gone through a network. So when it's gone through a network, then the original data then gone through. I think it's gone through here first. It decrypted with a public key and then one-way hash. Okay, so it just on data is it identifies hashes, validates data integrity. So if there's any change, okay, if there's any change in between, the hashing algorithm won't give the original data. Okay, so you can't change it in between. Okay, because the hashing algorithm will only provide you when you have given a specific key. Okay, so there's a key digital signature which is being used. Okay, so there is a benefits, there is benefits of it. There is assurance about user signatures. So there is drawbacks also. Now, what's the drawbacks? Okay, so because user signature always rely on technology, they are suspected to crimes, including hacking. Okay, so as a result, businesses that use data signature must make sure that the system are safe, and they have the most recent security patches that are upgraded and installed. Okay, its complexity is setting up using this signature is kind of challenging. So this is another factor why it's drawback. Okay, so yeah, certifying authority. Okay, so here the topic is certified authority, which is known as CA. This is what I was trying to say. Okay, so digital signature is issued. How we can trust digital signature? Digital certificates. Okay, that's the main thing. How we can trust it. So this certificate is issued by a trusted third party, which proves sender's identity to the receivers and receivers' identity to the senders. Okay, so a digital signature, a digital certificate is a certificate issued by a certified authority. Okay, certified authority means it could be any organization or government or like any certified authority which is holding the authenticity. Okay, which ensures that this signature is theirs. Okay, so there is a certified authority, right? So they used to verify the identity of the certificate holder. Okay, so that's how. And this certificate is used to attach public key with a particular individuals or an entity. Okay, so this is the signature contains name of the certificate holder, serial number is used to identify a certificate. Okay, so expiry dates, copy of signatures. So so these are the things that you need to understand about. Okay, so this is what uh the signature is. So okay, symmetric encryption. Okay, so types of encryption. What's it is? Okay, so you know that, right? I think this is what asymmetric encryption is. The different case is using it. Okay, so is there something else? No. All right. So this is what digital signature is. I think it's clear enough for you to understand now what digital signature is. All right. So so the wax seal apparel network. Oh, okay, we have got it. So how does this signature work? So know it, right? So now, Alice wants to write a message, creates unique hash. C encrypts the hash using the private key. So here's the catch. So she encrypts the hash means she use a private key to encrypt the hash also. Okay. So then and send it sends the encrypted ciphertext to Bob. Okay. So first Bob decrypts it and to verify the authenticity of the hash. Okay. The hash should be safe. Okay, so that's how Bob determines that it's safe. Okay, so this is the signature. Okay, so this is how the signature is work. Okay, so examples in blockchain. So blockchain transaction use this signature to confirm that a person's spending Bitcoin is the real owner. Okay, okay. So block in here also like in Bitcoin transaction also. This is the signature tool. It's used uh, like it's used to confirm that a person spending Bitcoin is the real owner. Okay, there's an activity also. So sign a document using there's a signature tool like DocuSigns, and there are some more. This is just I have given it. Uh, it basically you can try it. Basically, it's a website or it's a tool which you can find if you can just you can just find it like on the surface web. You can just search this tool and you'll get it. So it's not a big deal to like use this tool. My topic in here is to just to get you like you understand all of it, right? So that was the main thing. So that if we use this signature, the working mechanism, so that you now understand what the signature is and how we are going to use this signature in a more complex thing. So we are going forward on a more security thing. So basically, these things are used in Web 2 as well, and also used in Web 3. So Web 2 security also is important for you to understand. You can't like ignore the Web 2 security. Okay, so I hope like you don't have any questions. Like if you have any of it, you can just okay. Okay. Uh, okay. So what happens is someone's tamper with a digital, digitally signed documents. Okay. So digitally signed documents is tempered. Okay. So it can be tempered for the first thing. Okay. So it can be tempered. Okay. So when it's tempered, so the hash will change. Okay. If it's tempered, then the hash would change. And when the hash change, um, so when the hash changes, then this hash which is given, so it won't be matching. Okay, so hash of the signature. So let me give you an example here. Okay, so let's okay. So where's brief? Okay, so this is brief. So this is the signature. Okay, okay. So okay for here. Okay, okay, so let me give an example of this. So this is the original data, right? So it's first hashed, okay? So that this original data uh, is in a hash form at first, okay? And then it's encrypted, okay? So if it's tempered, then the hashing algorithm the hash would be different. The hash would be simply different if it's tempered. Okay, so when the hash is different, so the one who verifies the central authority will like get to know that this is tempered. So that's how like you will get to know the document is tempered or not. Like it will be caught basically by using uh, the signatures. I hope this is clear. Okay. So if you have any other questions, so you can just say, okay. So let's move on. So let's move on to the next topic, correct? So there's encryption, right? There's encryption, which I think you know very well. So encryption is like scrambling data. So you know about this, right? So asymmetric, I have explained you earlier also about it. Okay, so asymmetric key encryption is using uses a public key to encrypt and decrypt, public key to encrypt and private key to decrypt. Okay, example a padlock. So anyone can lock it, but only the owner has the key to unlock it. So this is basically. Okay, so here the real world uses is like used in HTTP, SSLs, and TLS, and Bitcoin transactions. Okay, so Bitcoin transaction use asymmetric key encryption and digital certificates. So digital certificates also use asymmetric encryption. Okay, so that's the thing. So try encrypting a file using AES encryption. It's an online tool that decrypts the same key. Okay, so now we're gonna discuss about AES and DES as well for now, and we'll study about cryptography, Fister structure, which is this one. So we'll understand about. Oh, sorry, this is this one, the Fister structure. So we will discuss this now. And okay, let me first complete this so that like we'll complete it. PDF goal is completed for now, the objective. Okay, so zero knowledge proof, right? So what's zero knowledge proof? Okay, so zero knowledge proof is basically like what do you say? Like even the sender and nor the sender, neither the receiver has the key. Okay, so this like zero knowledge proof. So it allows one person to prove they know something about revealing what it is. So, okay. So imagine you have a password for a website, but you want to prove you know it without typing it. Okay. So which known as with JKP. Okay, so you can prove it from the password using actually sharing it. So it's basically used in blockchain. So JKPs are used privacy focused cryptocurrencies, just like Zcash, to verify transaction without exploring details. Okay, so this is where like the security level increases a bit because none of the parties knows the key. Okay, so there is a thing, there is a like a secret sharing or like there's a secret sharing key where it's divided. Basically, it's divided into two parts where the key is divided into two parts where like the one party knows one and the other party knows the other one. So they don't have a complete knowledge about the key, right? So this is how like it's used. Um, there are some other tools like Jet and Sharks and how Zcash transactions and then they remains private. So these are all of the things that you can just research on because this is not used that much, but it's good to understand and know about this. Okay. The main thing that we need to remember is like symmetric key and algorithm and all of it, which is I think you have done it right. And let's go to the last part of this PDF. So here, it's a real world application of cryptography, right? So cryptography is everywhere. Okay, so cryptography is everywhere. So here are some ways we use it daily. Okay, so WhatsApp and Signal. Okay, so this is end-to-end encrypted, keeps messages private. It uses asymmetric key algorithms. So it's like end-to-end encryption. No one can read those messages. Okay, okay. So there is Bitcoin, Ethereum. Basically, transactions are secured using hashing and digital signatures. Okay, so there is VPNs, encrypt internet traffic by protecting browsing history. And there's the payments, UPIs, PayPal, credit cards, like which secure transaction with encryption. So everywhere, everywhere where data, the authentication is important, there I think there cryptography is used. Okay, so cryptography is very very important topic, which we will refer later on also. Why while using different codes like while studying about smart contracts and while studying about other technicalities of Web3, we'll learn about cryptography more about that. We'll come back from there, like if it's important. So this is what cryptography is basically, okay? So so the conclusion here is like why cryptography matters. Okay, so cryptography is the foundation of this digital security. Like it provides our privacy secure transaction, ensures trust in blockchain systems, and mastering cryptographic principle will help you understand how Web3, blockchain, and cybersecurity work. So this is very, very important to know how cryptography works here. Okay. So the only thing that's now is like feature structure, which I'm going to explain that now. Okay. Okay. So let's go. This structure. I think the spelling is correct. I don't think so. Okay, it's correct. Okay, so let's go for fixed structure, so that I can make you understand AES and DES as well. Okay. Okay. So what's fixed structure is? Okay. So fixed structure model is a structure or a design used to develop many block ciphers using DES. Okay. So fixed structure, like how would I make you understand? So fixed structure have many inverse. Okay, let me give you a photo of it so that it's easy for you to understand while seeing a diagram. Okay, so uh, this stuff this is structure. Okay, so let me give you an example of it. Okay, so this is what fixed structure is. This is how it's used. So first, okay, so this is the image where I can give you an example. Okay, so this is the only topic left for now in cryptography. So this is the only topic left in cryptography. After that, we study about AES, and then the cryptography chapter is like closed. Okay, so we have known everything about cryptography for now, which we need to know about it. Okay. So what is okay? Let's give me one sec. Okay. All right. Okay. So why is physical structure used? Okay, how it's used. So it is first it is like an encryption algorithm. Like let me tell you. So what is this? So this is an encryption algorithm. So which is used to like encrypt how encryption is done. So the working mechanism of like how encryption is done in a bigger level. Okay, so not just like changing by not like just by changing the position of this algorithm, so position of this alphabets, but changing on a real on a method on an algorithm how uh like it's used on a more organizational level so that hackers can't hack it, because this easier method, which is like Caesar cipher or business cipher or RSA, these are very safe, very not safe, very vulnerable. So this is like uh, anyone who knows how internet works can decrypt any letter. Okay, any alphabets is there. So people has developed a secure encryption algorithm, which known as like block encryption algorithm. Like it's like a block encryption algorithm, like which is used. Okay, uh, which was first designed by IBM, like Horst Pfister, like in 1973. Like when Pfister is called like father of cryptography. Okay, so Pfister networks depend on a choice of the following parameters and design features, such as block size, key size, number of rounds, sub-key generation algorithm, round function, fast software encryption, decryption, and ease of analysis. Okay, so we'll study all of it. So so this is how it's done. Okay, so structure. First, it's create a list of plain text. Okay, so it creates a list of plain text, converts the plain text to ASCII, and then 8 bits binary format. Okay, and divide up binary plain key into two halves, left half and right half. We'll understand that, and generate a random binary keys k1 and k2 and of length equals to the half of the plain text of the two rounds. Okay, so let me give an example of it. Okay, so this is the code of writing Vista structure code. Okay, so in here, what happens? Uh, so it's basically an encryption model, right? Like it basically what it does, it encrypts a method and just like encrypts my name or like hello in 256 so it's just an encryption algorithm where at first where at first a plain text is being implemented. Okay, so this is DES. So here at first, a plain text is being implemented, and then first it has done an initial permutation. Okay, so initial permutation where the bits like plain text block goes like in on the initial permutation, rearranging the bits based on like a predefined permutation table. Okay, so first the plain text goes through a initial permutation. Okay, so the value change initially. Okay, and then it divides into two halves. Okay, the first one is left, and the right one is right over. Okay, so it's called as left half and right half. Okay, first first one is being jarred. Okay, so this is jar cipher. Okay, so this is jar cipher, which is done by this, and there's a function in between where the key is being used. In function, this thing is going on function. This thing is going on. Okay, so there are bits, there is keys, there is box. So there's a lot of algorithms is going on. Okay, so you need to remember when the right half the right half is directly gone in here at first, and then this is XORed with this function and this left half. Okay, so, and then the outcome is sent into here. Okay, so this is the outcome, okay, of the right half. Okay, only the right is changed, but left is same only. Okay, so this is how complex the cryptography is when it comes to like DES. Okay, so this is just the DES data encryption standard. Like data encryption standard was developed by IBM in the early 1970s. The United States National Institute of Standards and Technologies, which is known as NIST, adopted this algorithm. Um, so government used this algorithm. So you can imagine how strong it is. Okay, but DGS uses a 56-bit key. The key uses 7 bit of 8 bits key, and it's like each byte is used in partly. Okay, so DES is like a block cipher. You know that, right? That operates on 164-bit block of plain text at the time. uh, there are 16 round of encryption that we know, like the rounds here, it goes with 16 rounds. So at last, like it inverts the initial permutation as well and gives the output. Okay. So so this rounds goes on 16 times. Okay. Whichever is changing, like whether like it's like doing a Zor cipher if it with it, and again doing it again and again and again. Okay, so it's going to do it 16 times, and the output is given. Okay, so this is how. Okay, let's say something. All right. Okay, so this is how it's used. Okay, so this is called DES. So DES, what DES is, okay, so what's DES is basically DES, like it uses this Fister structure only, okay, so Fister cipher only. So Fister cipher is the core where this DES and AES is based on, okay, so let me give you an example of DES now. So this is important, okay, so DES, let me go to DES, DES algorithm, okay. Let me give you an example of DES. So DES like stands for data encryption standards. Like it's a symmetric key algorithm for the encryption of electronic data. Basically, it's developed by IBM. It's adopted by US government as a standard of securing sensitivity and unclassified information. Okay, so DES operates using a symmetric key, which you know, right? What symmetric key is. So which means the same key is used for both encryption and decryption. Okay, so it works by taking plain text and transforming it into ciphertext using a specific encryption key. Okay, so the same key is then used to decrypt the ciphertext back to the original plain text. Okay, so I hope till here, like you have understood what the ES is. Okay, so it's basically an algorithm which does the same thing as a symmetric key algorithm. Uh, and DES uses a block cipher, which means its encrypted data is fixed size block. Okay, there is 64-bit block size, like and follows a series of mathematical operations and substitutions basically, like based on the encryption key. Okay, so the number of keys that is used is like 64 bits, uh 56 bits, I think. 64 bits is like 56 bits key is used here. Okay, so there's initial permutation at first. If there's initial permutation at first, and then so here, here it's written in a good form. Okay, so 64-bit text, first initial permutation is done, then the left text is given on a left side and right text is given on a right side, then 16 rounds of it and 16 rounds of this also, the key, and then given on a final permutation. Okay, it and then it gives the output. Okay, so this is the long where it's used. There is so this is why it's used. Okay, so there is the applications of it, like if it's there. So this is the key of using use. So this is how DES is coded on Python, as well as there's a code of JavaScript as well. So in order to read all of it, so you need to understand what coding is. Therefore, I was asking like if you guys know coding, or like I have to like uh teach you from every single thing. Okay, so it's like you do your own research also while studying. Also, if you don't know also about coding, get to know what this coding actually means. Okay, so that's how you'll understand what coding is. So we'll understand how def function works, or how other functions work, main function, how main function works, and how calling a function is done. So this all topics, like how this functions and all works, this is very simple. Okay, this doesn't take a lot of time. You just need to search or on AI, it gives copy a whole code and give it to AI and make him explain you. So he will like it will explain you on a specific like a on a useful way. Okay, so this is the def definition, def function name. Okay, which is known as hex to bin. So it has like a bunch of values in here in MP, and the for loop. So this is the loop. This is called as for loop. Okay, like for I in bins length s. Okay, so it's like it's given in here. This function s is referred in here as. Okay, So this is how everything works. Okay, so this is important because now the next topic that we're gonna discuss after this is understanding smart contracts. Okay, so this is where we'll use coding. Okay, we'll understand smart contracts using all of these fundamentals, will of all of these cryptographic terms, and we'll understand smart contracts as well for now, like next week. Okay, and here, so some kind of programming knowledge is required for understanding this topic because it's important for everyone to understand what's is going on the session, right? So I will encourage everyone to learn any Solidity programming. Like if you learn at least some basics, also you learn about Solidity. It's more like a JavaScript. Okay, so those one of you have learned JavaScript, it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, okay, so we'll be seeing about different tools also, different virtual machines also, like Ethereum virtual machines or like mechanics, or there's something like a common standards in there are standards in smart contracts. So we're gonna understand every single thing that's we need about smart contracts. Okay, and I'm gonna give you some good like practicals of I can give more like a programming examples or a more like a application examples of practicals of Solidity, so that it helps you like do your Web3 security tasks also. So okay, so this is all I have to say about about DES now. So DES is like a encryption algorithm which is like old for now because now there is powerful computers out there. There are more like a more which has more computing power, right? So they can easily break this DES algorithm. So it was a good algorithm whenever like quantum computers was not released, or which it was not in use. But now I think this is very old. So similar to this, the AES is developed. Okay, so AES is developed, which is known as asymmetric. Okay, advanced cryptographic and standards. Okay, so this is developed. So this is the same of like like a like a DES. Just here, the thing is, everything depends on the key, right? So here the uh, key size is 256. So you can imagine. So in DES, it uses like 56-bit key, okay, which is very small. In here, the number of round also increases. It's like a 10 rounds, and the key size is like a 128. Okay, so this is like a big deal now. Okay, so 128 key or 256 key size is like a very big key, which is like a which will take time. Obviously, it will take time. Like whether it's for like I'm not talking about quantum computers. Like it won't take time in quantum computers because it has very way back power. Okay, way big power it has. But for that, like quantum cryptography would be introduced for that also. So everything has its pros and cons. Okay, so this is how it's used. So the similar it's similar only. Like there's first round, second round, third round. There's a rounds. There's n number of rounds. There is like 10 rounds, 12 rounds, 14 rounds, and the key is like K0, K1, K2, Kn. Like there is like a 128 bits size of key. So everything is going on in here. Okay, so there is plain text, there is round one, the working mechanisms of it, like shift rules, so all of this is given in here. Okay, so AES is more secure than DES. There's triple DES, there's double DES, there's triple AES also. But that's I think that would be more complex for you to understand for right now. But it's enough. Like if you can understand like AES and DES, like it's good to go. Okay. So now I think fundamentals and cryptography is complete. Like if you have any questions, then we can just quickly discuss it. Okay. Where can I learn to code encryption ability to a file sharing software that protects data? Okay, so let me go with the question again. So where can I learn to code encryption abilities to a file sharing software that protects data? All right. So like if you want to learn about coding, so so you just need to what I'm saying, one of point is like you need to learn, you don't need to learn how to code, okay? So that's really if you are studying Web3, like I'm assuming like you are more advanced than other students or like other people, okay? Other people around. So you are studying Web3. So I think you must be familiar with AI, correct? So AI nowadays has done a lot of revolution right now. So you can learn every single thing. Okay, so in security, whenever you see a new topic, okay, so whenever you see a new word, okay, new topic, you need to learn everything about it, like whether it's from AIs or like open source, like a YouTube or on a Medium post. You can refer anything about it and just learn about the topic, okay? And understand the code. Try to understand the code, okay? So now I think this basics of blockchains is completed. We have understand the fundamentals, the proof of work, the consensus mechanisms, okay, and we have learned about decentralization of blockchain, how blockchain is decentralized. We know that all of it, and we know about cryptographic principles as well for now. Uh, we know about we don't know about distributed tender technologies, but this is not a big deal. This is just add-on. So you can just I will make you understand in 15 to 20 minutes. It's not a big deal. So this is the main thing that I wanted you to learn at your own pace. So I had taken more very much time in understanding, making you understand these fundamentals and cryptographic principles. So this was because this is the base of security, right? So you need to understand that. So now we're gonna understand smart contracts. Okay. So the next topic which we're gonna discuss now is Ethereum and Solidity programming. Okay. So this is the thing that we're gonna discuss, and we're gonna discuss about Ethereum virtual machines as well and gas mechanics. Okay, and there's common contract standards in smart contracts as well. So we're gonna discuss all of this. Okay. So yeah. So the assignments that I'm giving you, I hope like everyone please do those assignments. That is very important for you to like understand cryptography and which have I have experienced right now. And when I give specially coding problems, then please, whenever you understand, whenever you see a code, like whether it's like when I've given a question, like you search it on internet first. Okay, I'm telling you how to do all of the assignments that I'm sending you. Okay, so first, if I'm giving you a coding practicals, then first go search the topics on surface web. Okay, first go to the surface web, search for it, search the topic for it, search the topic, and understand what's the question is exactly is. Okay, what is the question? That's the main thing. Okay, the second, when you understand the question, so when you see, then see the solution. Okay, the solution, you need to, if you know how to code, so you can try and make a code also. That's you can try it your own, but uh, I would prefer more if you generate it from AIs. You can, if you can generate it from AI, if you can automate all of this task, but you need to understand the code. Okay, so that's the main thing that you need to do. So you need to understand each and every functions that the codes is using. Even if the main function is calling calling function, or if it's calling a different function, how the things is being working. Okay, so you should be knowing all of it. So that's the main thing about coding. Okay, so you if you understand this, so you can find vulnerabilities in in the codes, just like this examples, right? So I have show you secret chats. I don't know why it's not like it's very laggy. Okay, so I have got some of this. So that's I think this is right. So this is my is very slow. It's like okay, I'll discuss it later on about it. Okay, so basically, I was trying to say that when the smart contract case is been which I was studying, they changed a simple code on a smart contract code. Okay, so the smart contract code, they have just changed the receiver's code. Okay, so for doing that, you don't need to understand coding at a max level. Okay, you don't need to do coding and like an expert. You don't need all of this knowledge. So you just need to understand what this code means. That's the main thing that I was explaining to you. Okay, so that's the main. Okay, so that doesn't mean that you don't need to study coding. So you just do all of it. Okay, so I think this is what a session is. Like, let me stop my sharing my screen at first so that yeah. Okay, so all right. So I hope you have understood all of these topics for now. And if you have any questions, so you can just ask me. Okay, I have yeah. So we have completed the fundamentals for now, like for and cryptography starting. We have gone through some of this access control as well at the beginning, like MAC, DAC, role based, rule based. We have gone through it. So that one is also helpful. So okay, so that's all for now. Like if you have any questions, then we can proceed like with it, or we can just end our session there. Okay. So do you have guys? You guys want to share anything with me? Uh, like like are you guys like understanding like what I'm trying to say, like if I'm explaining a specific topic, like if you guys can get those.
Hey, Arpan, I read about
Yeah,
the hack, the Bybit hack. Has there been any information yet about, and I know, I think it's pretty early. I think it just happened yesterday or the day before, but has
yeah,
there been any information about how they were able to infiltrate the system?
yeah, the things that I was telling here, uh like when when the code was when they were using the code, right, that they were using this we're talking about Bybit, right? This Bybit cryptographic exchange you're talking about. So,
Yes, yeah.
so yeah, so Bybit like a cryptographic exchange, which like it no basically what happened. Like I'm trying to say, okay. So that's the main case that I'm gonna explain it to you. So they noticed like suspicious activity, like one of them Ethereum cold wallets. Okay, so they saw something strange in the wallet. Then the problem happened when it's like when a wallet transferred Ethereum to another wallet. Okay, so what the hackers did, like hackers used a smart trick. Okay, so it used a smart trick to manipulate the transaction basically. Okay, so they made it like look like that it was going to the right place. Okay, but in reality, they they changed the smart contract code. Okay, behind the scenes, they changed everything. The like which let them control the whole wallet and steal the Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum coin. And basically what they did, they did change the receiver's address to their attacker's address basically, and sending it to their own address. Okay, so Bybit uh, security team along with the blockchain experts is like investing the issue right now and trying to track the stolen funds, but they are also doing their task also. The thing is right, so everything else is running normally only, but the customer funds is not affected, but the Ethereum that the wallet has transferred, like it's lost. Okay, so I think that's what happened on Bybits. So it happened recently, right?
So they were able to block the funds so they can't move the Ethereum anymore.
Yeah, they what they did is they control the wallet, right? So they need to Bybit needs to stop it. Like they need to they after they realize it, they stop everything. Okay, so that's what they did. But the whole smart contract was faulty. Okay, the code behind it was really faulty. That was the whole thing.
Now, now here's another question. Aren't there companies that review code for these smart contracts before they're launched?
Yeah, they have teams that review obviously because they are big firms, right? So they are big organizations that uses script exchanges. So yeah, they have teams too that authenticates, but hackers use this trick to manipulate the transaction, right? So yeah, there must be some vulnerabilities in there like which we're gonna discuss about learning when we are learning about a smart contract. So we're gonna learn about some standards, and yeah, so there we're gonna be more clear about it. I think, yeah. So anyone else wants to uh, know anything else?
Can you also make sure we get the class from last night posted? Um, we just got some laptops, so some people couldn't get on. So now they have laptops, so they'll be able to review the class.
Uh, but I don't know where should I send this recording to. Send it right now here, right here itself.
Yeah, you can put it in the security chat.
Okay.